What's up, AHS? Back with 20 Questions with Miles. Today we have Mikey DeLulo. He's an honor student here at AHS. So Mikey, tell us, what grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
Now tell us about this show that you produce in broadcast journalism.
So the show I make, it's called Mikey Sports Show because I'm very interested in sports, been always interested in that. So it's a great opportunity to produce something unique that not a lot of people get to do, and I get to talk about sports like Stephen A. Smith or something.
Now how have the skills in this class taught you, got you into college?
Well, this is a field I'm interested in going into, so I think that that taking this class really helps me get an advantage over other people because it's such a unique class.
So what do you think the most important skill for a broadcast producer to have is?
I think really got to be versatile. You got to be you can be great at one thing, but you got to be good at everything. Good at editing, working a camera, TriCaster, on camera, anything. You got to be at least solid at it, if not great.
So what's the most difficult aspect of producing for TV?
For me personally, it's just trying to just get it all together. We have a lot of people in this class, more than we've had previously. So it's hard to get them on the same page. When we do, we can make something great, and I think we've done that before.
Now, why should students take this class, and how might it benefit them, even if they're not going to go pro?
Well, I mean, it's a unique class, like I said. It's an interesting one. You really it's something for everybody. If you like to be creative, you can come up with your own show or segment and be on camera. If you like computers, you can edit and work on the TriCaster and stuff like that. And even if that interests you, you get to be on TV, and that's pretty cool in itself.
So you said you're a senior, right? So
yep.
What college do you plan on attending?
You know where I'm going, Josh.
So why did you choose that college?
Not gonna lie, huge Alabama football fan. My family's ever since I was a little kid, my family's been a huge Bama football fans. So when I have the opportunity to go there, that's definitely something I want to do.
So what do you see yourself doing in broadcast media in the future?
I would like to work on something in sports, maybe have my own show like I do here, maybe just be a producer on a show or something like that, maybe work on a TriCaster on a different show. But I definitely want to work in sports TV, something like that for the future.
So what's your dream job?
Dream job? I want to have a show named after me. Not just like the show I have here. I mean, I want ESPN show named after me.
Sports commentating. So it's almost
basically.
like Mike and the Mike in the Morning.
Yeah, basically. Like I said, Stephen A. Smith earlier. He's the dream.
So Mikey, tell me, what's your favorite sport?
Baseball, but I also like football, NASCAR, and I just find it really hard to be bored while watching sports.
So I'm pretty sure we're all wondering this question. So how do you know so much about sports?
Oh, God, I wish I could answer that. It's really tough to answer. Ever since I was a little kid, I've just been interested in it. And, I'm not the greatest athlete in the world, obviously. So I just had to learn everything I could about that. I just always found that really interesting. Looking at all the numbers and all the stats and all that stuff and all the history of it. It's always appealed to me.
So have you ever played sports?
Not in high school, no, but as a kid, I played baseball, football, and basketball. Not in the same year. I'm not that good. But in high school, I did do film for football and girls soccer. I did stats for baseball and freshman basketball.
So you kind of want to commentate, right?
Yeah, I do. So
does commentating run in the family?
No, I can't say it does.
Now, what sports would you want to commentate?
Probably, like I said, baseball and football. They're my favorite sports. They're the ones I understand the most. Not that I don't understand other sports, but I just think, I know the most about them, so I understand I can commentate them better than other sports.
So what's your favorite moment in sports history?
Well, as I said on the Super Bowl episode of my show, I'm a huge Patriots fan. Love Tom Brady. He's the greatest of all time. It's got to be when Brady was down 28-3. He came back, he passed Montana, and he won his 5th Super Bowl. I still remember where I was when James White scored that touchdown overtime. Hands down, my favorite moment in the history of sports.
So we're going to move into lightning round now. So today we do a special edition and ask sport questions. So Mikey, who holds the record for most receiving touchdowns in one NFL season?
Randy Moss, 2007.
Who led American League of Strikeouts in 1981?
Len Barker. Threw a perfect game that year.
Who was the youngest Daytona 500 winner?
Trevor Bayne, 20 years old.
What is Adam Dunn's career batting average?
.237. Wanted to play quarterback at Texas.
Who is Alabama's first Heisman winner?
Mark Ingram, who I hope comes to New England in free agency this year.
Which team is the only MLB team except the Yankees to win 3 consecutive World Series?
Oakland Athletics, early 70s, those teams were stacked.
Who is the only eligible quarterback with multiple Super Bowl rings to not make it to the Hall of Fame?
Jim Plunkett, former Patriots first overall pick, won 2 rings with the Raiders and should be in the Hall of Fame if you're watching this committee.
Who made the longest shot in the history of the NBA?
Baron Davis, great YouTube video about that I recommend by John Boyce.
Who was the former NFL kicker who also raced in NASCAR?
Mike Kofer raced in the Camping World Truck Series and also won a Super Bowl with the 49ers in the 90s.
Who was the only World Series MVP to come from a losing team?
Bobby Richardson, 1960 World Series, played for the Yankees, lost in 7 games to the Pirates.
Who was the first draft pick in MLB history?
Rick Monday, outfielder, Arizona State.
What song is traditionally played at Alabama football games?
Dixieland Delight, despite their attempts to get rid of it.
Who has the most passing touchdowns of any non-quarterback in NFL history?
Walter Payton with 8, more than Johnny Manziel.
Who was the last NBA player to get drafted straight out of high school?
Amir Johnson, who they're probably going to bring back the rule because Zion Williamson got injured.
And final question, who was the last player to turn an unassisted triple play in the MLB?
Eric Bruntlett in 2009, Phillies vs. Mets. Jeff Rancourt hit into it.
Well, thank you, Mikey, for joining us.
Thanks.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Check us out on Mr. Brown's YouTube channel and Channel 10. That was it.